Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the St. Louis Battlehawks show on the 314 Sports podcast and network, by the way. 27-15 was the final score in the Battledome yesterday. My emotions should tell it all. How did it go yesterday? Two undefeated teams going at it, both 2-0. Separate divisions. Should be a hard-fought battle, right? It was. And we will get into that right after this. Okay, Battlehawk Nations. Cook-all is the law, right? It's kind of hard. Kind of hard to be all cheery after that performance in Week 3 against the DC Defenders. DC Defenders coming in 2-0. Battlehawks coming in 2-0 this game. Both teams looking great coming into this game. This was pretty much the game of the week on Sunday at 2 o'clock. 27-15 was the final score. Your St. Louis Battlehawks lost this game. Our defense showed up. Our defense played the best we could have played on defense. 3 interceptions, multiple tackles for losses, sacks. I mean, it was rough. The defense was out there a lot. That's why they have a lot of numbers. Let's go over this recap, shall we? All right, 27-15. DC Defenders now 3-0. St. Louis Battlehawks 15 are now 2-1. Didn't look great beginning of the game. Did not look great. Let's go over these stats, shall we? Manny Wilkins, 16 for 29, 147 yards, 1 touchdown in the through the air, 3 crucial bad timing interceptions. I can't get over that. I can't criticize that enough either. QBR rating of 41.1. Completion percentage, 55%. 1 touchdown, 3 crucial, terrible timing picks. Also, with all that going on, Manny Wilkins was our leading rusher. That can't happen all the time. Actually, it shouldn't happen. Yes, he's a dual threat quarterback. Yes, he's going to run. Is he going to be the team leading rusher every game? No. Will he be some games? Yes. But in a game like we had, we kept playing from behind. We kept giving points up here and there. We had multiple chances to come back in this game. Multiple. We failed. Those interceptions came in crucial times in the second half when we needed some points. Mainly touchdowns. But anyway, Manny Wilkins, 4 rushing attempts for 39 yards. Ja'Cour Pearson, 1 attempt for 7 yards. Our actual running backs, Javian Howard, 3 for 6, and Jacob Sailors, 7 for 1. No rushing touchdowns on the ground. We had 1 touchdown. We had 1 touchdown. That sucks. At home. You need this crowd to be behind you. We need to score. Jacob Sayers, 7 for 1. We had 45 yards on the ground this game. Our style of offense and what we played the past 2 weeks, we're not going to win. 16 attempts for 45 yards. Ouch. Okay, now tell me this. Our team leading receiver for the day was our running back. So our rushing leader was our quarterback. Our receiving leader was our running back. Now, granted, Sailors is a monster. Dual threat, receiving and rushing. I don't mind that he leads the team in receiving. Will he? Yes, sometimes. Yes, he will. 7 for 91, no touchdowns. Frank Darby, 1 for 35. Denzel Mims, 1 for 9. Everybody else, dink and dunks. Sailors was our offense. 91 yards through the air, only 1 yard on the ground. But he basically was our offense this game. Nobody else had – our receivers, where are you at? Ja'Cour Pearson had, 4 catches for 1 yard. You know what they're doing with him? They're okay, I get it. I get it. The screens might work every now and then, but we cannot be throwing 25 screens a game. It's not going to work, and they're going to pick up on our positionings and our where we're standing. We can't do it. We can't do it. Sutherland had 1 catch for 8 yards on a clutch moment, but where is everybody else? And you know those 7 catches from Sailors were almost all screens. Not all of them, like 3 or 4 of them weren't, but 65% of those yards came from screens. He had 7 targets and caught all 7, but like I said, majority of them were screens. We had 8 receivers, 16 catches for 147 yards and 1 touchdown. We should have had about 3 touchdowns that game, and it should have been way closer. Let's go over DC, shall we? Number 10, Jordan Ta'amu, ex-Battlehawk in 2020. We let him know that he's back in the dome, and we let him hear it, but at the end of the day, he didn't do the greatest, but he did throw 3 touchdowns. And I'm sorry, we had 2 interceptions. I thought we had 3. I think we dropped that one. That's right. He went 17 for 37 for 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. QBR rating of 72. Completion percentage of 45.9. What? What is going on? 7 for 37 for 243 yards. That means it was all his guys, which it was. They had 9 different receivers make 17 catches. Anyway, rushing, Deion Jackson, 8 for 54. Abram Smith, 23 for 52. And Jordan Ta'amu couldn't get anything going on the ground, 1 for -3. So they had 103 yards on the ground against us, 243 yards in the air, 17 of 37 for passing, 32 attempts on 103 yards. So they had 37 pass attempts and 32 rush attempts. They spanked us this game. They did everything possible. Our defense played. I cannot get over our defense played great. We should have won this game. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah, all day. I get it. You should have won the game. Yeah, shoulda, coulda, what? I understand. I get it. Okay, ease up off my back. But it was a rough game to watch. It really was. Our defense played so good, we should have won that game. DC defenders receiving. Ty Scott, 3 for 85, 1 touchdown. He had a 62-yard bomb. That was the biggest play of the game. He had 6 targets, only caught 3. Briley Moore McKinney, 3 for 40, 1 touchdown. Mickens, 1 for 25. Rowland, 2 for 23. Powell, 3 for 21 with a touchdown. Sanders, 2 for 21. They had 9 receivers, 17 catches for 243 yards through the air from the receivers. So a total of 346 yards total on us. Jeez, man. We had 130 or 170 yards total. Ouch. This was a rough one, man. It really was. It was rough to watch this. It was rough. This says we had no sacks. That's a lie. I know we had sacks. Why isn't this recording sacks? Whatever. Anyway, Wilkins had 3 picks, bad decisions. Just bad decisions overall. Our offense just didn't look the same. I get maybe Wilkins was off. We were under a lot of pressure the whole game. Their defense was blitzing a lot. Wilkins got murdered all game, just kept getting smacked around, hard hits, kicked in the face, had a massive bruise on the side of his face. But I mean, yeah, it was rough. And again, on offense, we threw 20 screens at least. It was bad. I mean, some of them are working. Use them every now and then, not every 7 plays. We started to come alive there in the second quarter, but then died off again, especially in the fourth. That's when the picks came in the second half. Our D, like I said, looked great all game. There was no reason, again, we shouldn't have lost that game. We shouldn't have lost. Rodriguez, he did his job all game. We had 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown. And he scored everything else. Like, we got to get it together. We got an away game and then back at home for 2. So we got to get our butts into gear. Flags. Dude. Flags were stupid this game. Let's see if I can get the summary here. We had 7 penalties. They had seven penalties. But some of those penalties were BS. BS. There you go. Blankenship was 3 for 3. He had a 56-yarder in there, too. Some of those plays were bull, especially right in front of us, right there in the end zone, where the ball wasn't even catchable, way over his head. That dude wasn't catching it full sprint like that, way over his head, first of all. And then the referee that was right there in front of him didn't make that call. The guy over in the middle of the end zone threw it all the way over in the corner. You're going to call that? No, dude. No. This isn't Chiefs Kingdom, okay? We don't need the Patrick Mahomes effect, okay, in our state, in our dome for the DC, okay? Just because they're red and white, all right, they're not the Chiefs. And for those of you who like the Chiefs, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Go Raiders. But go Battlehawks, first of all, then go Raiders. That was rough, man. Now, I got some audio. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Anthony Beck before or during the game, of course, it wasn't the greatest, obviously, and it was ugly, but he's going to talk about what we had going on, and I got just a bunch of audio we're going to go over here, courtesy of the UFL and ABC. So here we go.
In the second quarter, but you get the ball coming up to start the third. How do you change momentum in this football game?
Yeah, I mean, that's about as bad as we can play in a half, and we're down 6. So I'm kind of inspired by that. I think we just got to make some adjustments. I still believe first down, we got to find a way to win on offense. Defense, we gave up one big play. Other than that, we've been around the football. Okay, we just got to do a little bit more on offense, calm down. I love our coaching staff and our adjustment phase. Let's see if we can put something together here in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Over.
That was at halftime. We were only down 6. We were in this game the whole game. until the 3 picks happen. Field goal, touchdown, field goal for them.
Next week,
I got him after press conference. Anthony Beck, courtesy of the UFL and ABC. Here we go.
trying to win the championship game today. We lost this game. Next week will be our next championship game. We talk about 12 chances, 12 opportunities to win a championship. How it plays out and how we get there is only dictated on what we do in this moment. And we let one go today. So great news. I think St. Louis should be where the championship. These fans are great. And of course, there's a benefit for this league and everybody if we can get there. But, ultimately, we're not quite at that point yet. So excited about it, thrilled. And our goal is to get there.
Our goal is to get there, Anthony Beck. Yes, it is. This is the second year in a row, okay, that the UFL championship will be held in St. Louis at the Dome, the Battlehawks home. We didn't make it there last year. We got close, but we didn't make it. We have to get there this year. We have to get there this year. Why? Because it's in our home. If we're not going to get there, imagine, okay, we're 30,000. All right, 32,000 is where we're sitting at for these games right now. If we sell out the championship, you're talking 40,000. I guarantee you 40,000 in that dome. Now, speaking of that, speaking of championships in the dome, co-owner Danny Garcia and UFL president and CEO Russ Brandon deliver the news at the Dome at the America Center, courtesy of ABC and the UFL.
Thanks, Tom. And thanks to the fans of St. Louis and everyone watching on ABC. I am thrilled to announce that the UFL Championship will be returning to St. Louis in the Dome at the America Center. The 2025 UFL Championship, presented by Underdog, will occur on June 14th, Saturday, on our broadcast partners, ABC. And this announcement is specifically because of our partnership with the City of St. Louis, the St. Louis Battlehawks, and most importantly, all of you fans who have stood with us right from the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. And now President, CEO of the UFL, Russ Brandon. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Danny, for your incredible leadership. And thank you, St. Louis. It's because of all of you that we are returning here to this great city, this great state of Missouri. All of our season ticket holders, our corporate partners, thank you. You're welcome. Let's sell the Dome out on June 14th.
If we get there, we will sell it out. We will sell it out. I promise you. When we get there, if we get there, and can we get there, that's the question. We can get there, but will we? Week 3 scores for the week. Arlington Renegades lost to the Stallions 9-10. That was real fun. Houston Roughnecks won in a nail-biter 18-17. San Antonio Brahmas lost to the Michigan Panthers 23-26. DC Defenders beat your St. Louis Battlehawks 27-15. Terrible. League standings. Sorry, I just had it. Dang it. League standings after week 3. DC Defenders, the only undefeated team. They're 3-0. Birmingham, 2-1. Arlington, 2-1. St. Louis, down to 4 at 2-1. Michigan, 5th, 2-1. Houston, 6th, 1-2. Memphis, 0-3. And San Antonio, still at 0-3. Now, that concludes our week 3 recap against the DC Defenders. Wasn't great. It was not great at all. But we can get back into it. We just need to play our game. All right? We're taking on the Renegades. The Renegades have looked good. They're also 2-1. We just need to play our game. We need to show up. We need to be there. That's it. Until next time, my name is Jordan. This was the St. Louis Battlehawks show. Make sure you go subscribe over at our 314 Sports YouTube page, you will see. This is what you're watching it from. Please subscribe, like, and share. If you guys have any comments, questions, whatever you guys want to join me, let me know. So make sure you subscribe to that, share this out, and I appreciate all of our fans out there. So until next time,